Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of me sitting in my car, letting it run. Just drove around the block. Something I was thinking about, is it more important to learn the art of editing or to master a editing program, an NLE, Media Composer, Premiere, Final Cut, Resolve, pick one, Sony Vegas. So what's more important to do first? Should have started off like that. You're going to have to learn a little bit of both in order to create a video, or create videos. But I think that it's really important to, while you're learning the art, if you master may not be the right word, if you get really, really, really good with a video editing program, I think it's easier then to practice the art of editing. So in my mind, learn the software first and then learn the art of the edit, if that makes sense. So the art of the edit is all going to come through, much of the same of learning a software program, repetition, doing different types of projects, that sort of thing. But I really think, just me coming from the corporate world, and this is coming from the corporate world. This isn't coming from the, artsy world, documentaries, fiction, that kind of stuff. I'm in the corporate editing world, but there's definitely still art in the editing world, in the corporate editing world, in the business editing world. So why I think it's important to learn the software first, really learn the software first, is because when you're in there editing, you don't want to be having to think about two things at once. How to do this in the software and how to do this for the video to make the video a certain way. I'm just thinking, I want to make this lower third fly in, whatever. It's not artsy, but, so in this example, I want to make this lower third, fly in, fly out, and that's it. So instead of also thinking about the timing of it, the positioning, how long it should be up there, instead, I'm also thinking, how do I do this? Do I move the position keyframe parameter over? Do I keyframe this? What kind of effect do I use? And then at the same time, while you're thinking of those two things, I really think that you're going to get a subpar product in the end. If you already knew, hey, I know how to slide this thing on, I know how to slide it off, I know which, settings and effects to use for this. And then you can really turn your mind to, okay, is this positioned correctly? Do I need to move it up a little bit? Okay, cool. That way, the artsy part of it is a little bit easier. It's a little less mental taxing because you're only thinking about one thing and one thing only, and that's the art. That's not how to make it work in the program. So that's kind of my rant on that. I'm curious what you guys think as well. Is it more important to learn the art or more important to learn the software at the beginning? Let's call it at the beginning. Just one more time to reiterate, I think the art, it'll come, and the more you do it, the more things you'll see, and hopefully you won't get stuck in a rut and kind of going off on a tangent on this. But something in the corporate world that can happen a lot is you can really get stuck in your ways if you're doing the same kind of videos over and over and over again. I remember I did these medical training videos for a couple years, and they were all the same. And me personally, I had a really hard time creating art out of it, and a lot of it was because I just my heart wasn't into it. Not really sure where I was going with that one, but to bring it back to the corporate world and creating art, I think it is a lot easier to create that art once you know how you can grade it. You know, once you know which brushes you can use to paint on the canvas, and what the brushes actually do with the paint colors, then you can really create your masterpiece. So that's my kind of analogy there, or metaphor. Yeah, you pick. All right, guys, that's it. Time to go to sleep. Hope my lighting was better in this one than in some of the past ones, but yeah, no, I don't think it was that great. Anyway, take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.